Let me recite the verse first. 1 John 1:9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and righteous to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. I just want to share a quick encouragement from this week's memory verse and how it encouraged me this week. And the first thing I want to share is that it's amazing how simple God has made it for us to have forgiveness. If I had to paraphrase this verse, it basically says if we confess our sins, God's going to forgive us. And it's as simple as that. And it just makes me think about it and just say, Lord, thank you. Thank you for making it so simple for us. And I was reading the Old Testament recently, and I was reading about how the Israelites back in the day, how they had to get forgiveness. And if they sinned, they basically had to get a bull or get a sheep, sacrifice it, bring it to the priest, and go through all these procedures in order to get forgiveness. But now, how do we get forgiveness? You can say, Lord, I'm sorry for what I've done. I confess my sin. And the Lord forgives us. Just as simple as that. And so even though this is a verse I've heard many times, as I thought about it, I want to say, Lord, I don't want to take this verse for granted. It's a real privilege that I could just simply ask you for forgiveness and you grant it to me. So that's the first thing I want to share. Lord, thank you. Thank you for making it so easy for us. And then the second thing I want to say is similar to that. Because the Lord, you've made it so simple, then I don't want to make forgiveness any more complicated than what it has to be. Because there's times in my life when I've sinned and I've asked the Lord for forgiveness. But I would think, has the Lord really forgiven me? Maybe I still need to wait a few hours before he's really forgiven me. Maybe I haven't forgiven myself. And it can be a very complicated process for myself. But as I read this verse, it's so simple. Lord, I confessed and you forgive me. And I just want to take it at that in simple faith. I don't want to make it any more complicated than that. So that's how this verse encouraged me this week. Number one, just again, to be grateful for what the Lord has done. And then secondly, just to accept it in simple faith. And that's all I want to share. Thanks so much.